this was just down.
Okay.
Anyway, welcome to the Bureau of Barely Acceptable Content podcast. As always, with the perfect attendance record so far is Jared.
Hello.
And my other co-host today is Justin.
Hello.
And as always, I'm here because someone has to run this.
He's Pauli.
Yes, I am. So anyway, do we have any grand topic to start off with?
Grand topic.
The subject matter we really wanted to discuss or something?
Well, it's the Warhammer episode, essentially, right?
Well, nearly, because all that stuff that came out of LA.
Yeah, and the Horus Heresy weekend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Necromunda weekend or whatever.
I would say those are three pretty good topics, boys.
Yeah. And I've got one extra one to add in just for Pauli to see what he comes up with.
Sure.
Is what is your opinion of the differences between 7th Ed and 8th Ed 40k?
Yeah, we can go there.
Because
though I have least to say probably because I haven't really gone in depth into it.
Yeah.
Right, surface level wise. But I'm sure we'll have something to talk about. Won't we, Jared?
I suppose so.
Alright. But want to go into our weeks first, or do you want to go into this news bit first?
Well, my week has been pretty thin, really. I haven't really seen much. I got it on DVD, but I haven't had a chance to watch it yet.
Well, it's not going to be like the first time we watched it in theaters.
Oh, what with the screaming? Actually, Tori is actually up for watching it again. She just said that we have to watch it in a lit room, and someone lots of people have to be there, essentially. So she's okay.
Sure. So someone will go and flick the lights on and off at some points.
Hopefully, yeah.
Yeah,
Because,
yeah.
You know, hearing her screams in a much smaller environment can only be better.
Not in a theater full of people like the first time.
And when everyone was laughing at her, that was funny.
It just added to it for me.
Made the film a lot better.
Anything else?
last night I watched it's directed by Guy Ritchie, Arthur, Legend of the Sword. Actually quite an entertaining take on the standard Arthurian legend stuff, where it's different and kind of a bit more gritty. And they've got fuck off huge elephants at the beginning.
You can press start and look for the special move list. Sorry, Jared's looking at Dragon Ball Z fighters, actually Dragon Ball fighters. Which one is Z after Dragon Ball?
Fighter Z.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, it is Dragon Ball Z. I don't know why they just called it Dragon Ball Z Fighters.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Apparently it's supposed to be pronounced Fighters or Fighter Z. I can't remember if Capcom had a thing about it when they put it up. But anyway.
Video game companies are stupid about that. Like Total Warhammer. It was right there for the taking.
Yeah.
And they didn't take it.
Oh, you know that...
that's because it cuts off their trademark name.
Yeah.
So instead of Total War, Warhammer, which is trademarkable, it would just be Total Warhammer. It's a completely different game. No one knows it's the same thing.
And it's also to distance itself away from the two entities. Like Total War is in its own brand and Warhammer its own brand. Mix them up will kind of go into legal issues probably.
Yeah, probably. Still salty about the Tomb Kings. They feel like they're lacking.
Don't know, I find they're alright.
The basic infantry, you expect it to be crap, and it is.
Yeah.
But you still expect it to do something.
Well, you have to go for the higher tiers doing the flanking attacks and have all the shit tier taking it.
When I was doing it, the AI wouldn't move. I even came up against Savage Orc armies. They wouldn't move.
Yeah, if you're attacking, they will not move.
Even when they attacked me, they just stood still. It was really weird.
In which case you probably needed some light cavalry unit to go coax them out of them.
Oh, but I couldn't get the light cavalry unit.
Why?
Because they had no fucking gold. And so they're like, I'd love to raise another unit, but I can't.
Alright.
And I'm annoyed about the Necrotech going, I can heal all constructible units, except the one Cetra stands on. Because, no, you're not allowed to heal your lord.
No.
That was annoying.
Yeah. Well, I've been mostly playing Dragon Ball Fighter Z this week. Yeah, this half of the week. Beat the story mode just a couple of hours ago, actually. It's a little bit interesting. Well, I don't know, it's interesting, but it's going for, we need to have all the playable characters be fighting, well, most of them anyway. So we're gonna put the good characters, the evil characters, and the android characters in separate once, so you have to play through it with all of them until you unlock the special character at the end, which is just one character, or like you've spent like, I don't know, 4 to 8 hours doing it, getting there, and your reward is this one playable character. Which, if you bought the the DLC game version, you actually got all the characters without having to grind for them. So like, there's 2 more characters I haven't unlocked, which is Goku, Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan, and Vegeta, Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan, which either you unlock by going through the hard mode of an arcade battle system, I don't know what you call progression, and after that, getting an S rank on that hard mode. And you have to do it twice, and then pretty much flawlessly, because or you get 300k Zenny or 5k Zenny to buy each of them. So otherwise, you just grind time or just get good.
Yeah. I do find it annoying when games just go, "I'm just going to make you grind to get that thing you want."
It's gotten better in Total War, at least, when you have to beat the mini campaign to unlock the
the different factions. Yeah.
Well, not the faction, but the like in the Beastman one, you unlock the Red Duke to be used as in multiplayer battles. If you beat the Beastman campaign, can't remember what it was for the what are they called, the Wood Elves, but it was something.
I need to actually finish that campaign.
Yeah.
I started doing the short Wood Elf one because I haven't got Beastman yet.
Yeah.
And you're sort of sat there doing it, and you're just like, it's getting kind of boring.
Yeah.
Just talking to elves, getting them to like me, and then Beastmen suddenly show up and you're like, yeah, I can. Oh no, wait, I can't kill them because they're all the way over there. And then they finally get there, and you go, yeah, now I can kill them. And you kill them. It's like, that was anticlimactic.
It's going to be really interesting if that button pressing was going to be picked up by the mic.
I've been looking at the volume levels, and I don't think it is picking it up.
Okay.
If we're quiet for a second, just Jared clicks.
Yeah, it's picking it up a little bit.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But it doesn't really matter.
I just died of it.
Yeah, I went to Comic-Con, UK, or what the OK True Believers event in Cheltenham racecourse yesterday. It's a little bit smaller affair than the MCM Birmingham one we went to last year.
Yeah, it was end of
Well,
summer,
it was
wasn't
last year, but it wasn't like last year.
Yeah, a couple of months ago, like
Yeah.
5-6 months
November.
ago. Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't know.
That would really make me quite worried about how quickly time's passing.
Yeah.
Well, to be fair, we're already in February.
Yeah.
Oh, they're going to start. But yeah, so it was a bit lighter.
Yeah, it was lighter, like, it was more focused on comics and cosplaying.
What do the buttons do on this game?
Usually button mashing works in fighting games.
Well,
It's
if
when
you look
actually
at the
make
button list, which you can if you press start or option, whatever it's called.
Nope.
It's called options.
Yeah,
Learn by doing.
it's not as button mashing. You can't button mash well in this one, I found.
Yeah, well, it doesn't. It's not like you can't, because that first game we had against you, I was button mashing hard, and I still did some health damage. It it rewards combo players a lot better than
it rewards execution and knowing when to do certain moves rather than you just
you find
doing
that
the
one
moves.
combo,
Yeah,
and you just keep spamming that over and over again.
but you have to do combo.
I think it's like there was a Mortal Kombat character. All you did was run over the other guy. Like you literally threw him on the floor and then ran over him, and you could just spam that and you'd win. I can't remember the character, but it's probably.
You know what I find hilarious about the Steam charts about fighting games is that it's pretty much 0 for a few of them. I can't remember which one. I think it was Marvel vs. Capcom, the newest one.
Yeah, that was.
Like it's at 0, and it's like our reports of how much like. Dragon Ball Fighters is like, is it like 50k or something, like 45k? It's just funny how like, that was this fighter game, and then we got this one which everyone was waiting for and like so much more than the other one. Made by someone else.
Yeah, so you went as Ocelot to the.
Yeah, I did that again, like in MCM. Didn't get it as much recognized, other than by some like 1 or 2 booth people and the cosplayers.
Yeah. Did they have any celebrities there, or was it mostly just merchandising?
They did have artists, so the only one I was really cared about was Kev Hopgood, who did the art for the Darkblade comics in the Warhammer Monthly.
Oh, right. That's cool.
Yeah, I wish I had something for him to sign, but didn't really.
Well, did you know he's going to be there, or was it kind
No,
of
I looked it up.
Oh, okay.
They were like if you go to events, they usually will like say who's there
Oh, I thought it was.
and whatnot. Yeah, other than that, it was just like there was a catwalk event as well for cosplayers, and Matt and I didn't go there because Matt couldn't be bothered because he's in that bloody ODST suit all the time. Since like we got there about like 10, and then he'd been wearing it for like 5 hours.
Wow.
Yeesh,
Or 4 hours or something.
That is.
Yeah.
How are you winning?
I don't know. I don't even know how I did that Kamehameha thing.
It's core circle. It's core circle. Forward and X.
Yeah, you're basically speaking gibberish to me.
This is
right?
going to keep going on and on, by the way. You're just going to keep playing the same thing. It's on infinite mode.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, I was trying to find the stop button earlier.
Yeah, there you go. So yeah, it was like...
It was okay.
Stand out about it?
Not really, because it's either for people who really, really like comics, because they had a whole bunch of comics over there on sale and whatnot, and also those artists and like you remember the Moon guys who were at the MCM Birmingham one?
Yeah.
They were there again.
Oh yeah, you try and get...
Yeah. Well, not me, but it was pretty much getting every passerby, and I was like, no, thank you. I remember last time.
I've seen you before.
Yeah.
Which one am I at the moment?
You're Gohan
the
adult.
guy in the orange keep.
Ah,
Yeah. Just like in the middle.
I don't know what the fuck's going on.
You're in a brutal combo right now.
You know, you can just make him not attack you and just practice.
Yeah, you can turn him into a training dummy if you just want to kick his ass.
Well, the thing is, before I was actually getting a chance to do stuff, and he just keeps doing that fucking beamy thing and those. Stop it!
That's the nature of the game.
That's why I don't play these.
Yeah, you have to understand how the mechanics work. What else did I do this week?
What did
Yeah, we did D&D.
We did do
Yeah.
D&D. We were possibly going to record D&D, weren't we?
Where we were, but I was like, nah.
Yeah, someone decided to.
So yeah, if
Pitch out.
you were looking forward to that, or at all listeners, he just went, nah.
Well, I think it would not been. There would have been more pressure on us to perform than we did.
Oh, I did. I had a great time.
You were before. Well, no, you got your ass kicked by a barmaid.
Yeah, and then I killed her.
Who was it challenger rating? Like
1/8.
1/8.
And it took you like 7 rolls to kill her or something.
I think it
To
was
be
like
fair.
4 rounds. I
Yeah.
think or 3
Shannon
rounds.
kept rolling really
Yeah, she
well.
did.
She kept rolling 20s.
It's interesting, like how she doesn't like hold back, even though she's DM and it's the first session, pretty much.
We had one encounter, and she was like, "Why aren't you dead?"
To be fair, my vampire character might be a little bit OP, but it's good because otherwise we would have lost in that one encounter.
Oh no, we definitely would have lost. I was paralysed for 3 rounds.
Until Matt and I came in through the door.
Oh no, you guys came through the door and you got paralysed as well.
Well, I got
and
knocked
then you were
down.
down.
Yeah.
And
No, I
then
got
we
knocked down rather than paralysed.
yeah, and then we got left with just me trying to save Ollie.
I wasn't
and
bad.
Mel was like, yeah,
Well, yeah, but
Mm.
you're the guy who went in first.
I wasn't the guy who went in first.
No,
I was
that
the guy
was
that went in third,
Yeah.
and then the rogue hid behind me because genius. It's like, oh, I don't want to get hit. I might go down. So
Yeah.
if I go down, the team goes down.
If you do like World of Warcraft way of doing parties, it should be 1 healer, 1 tank, and 3 DPS, and then then have the tank go in first.
That would have been the smart way to do it. But
Yeah.
we all jumped into the room, and
Yeah,
then
and we
she
didn't-
went roll for initiative. And
Yeah.
We went, uh-oh.
Because we didn't know what was in there.
No, it's because we failed a perception check.
Oh yeah.
And
Like,
still
oh,
went,
I don't know what's in there. Let's go in anyway.
yeah, let's go straight through the door.
No.
God. No, it was a really good session. It
No.
was my first ever session.
Yeah, well, it was my like second proper one with actual D&D rules rather than that zombie one we did with Matt earlier in the late last year.
But I'm so excited for our next whatever it is.
Yeah.
I'm super into D&D right now.
You didn't realize it was like a 7-hour session. Did we do?
Oh,
it was-
no, it was more than 7 hours.
Yeah,
Was it?
more than
We
7 hours.
started just after 3 and we finished at
Midnight.
1 in the morning.
Oh yeah.
Did we go into
I
midnight?
think it was half.
Yeah.
No,
I
right.
think it was 1:30. Or 1:30.
It was about midnight.
Well, I got home at 2.
But that's still like 9.5 hours.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, it was awesome.
Yeah, it was alright.
She's like, do you want to stop? I'm like, no, go, keep on.
Yeah, I was like thinking like after we got out of the cellar into the tavern, I thought that was gonna be like the cutting off point because it seemed like a logical place to stop.
I think that's where she wrote up to.
Yeah.
Alright.
She did a little bit in the tavern, and then we sort of just kept going. And she was like, make it up on the fly.
Yeah.
And she made it up on the fly, and that tavern was creepy.
Yeah.
Then I want to get out there already.
Oh, especially with the music she put on as well.
Yeah, that was so good.
Well, I think that was like on accident.
Yeah, but it just worked.
Oh no, she intended to put down like tavern music, but then it suddenly turned into creepy music just as this like the mood changed.
Right.
It was
Yeah.
beautiful.
Lucky.
Yeah. So yeah, we did that. That was fun.
Yeah. Was there anything else?
Did you do anything else?
Oh, we did play like, a couple of games of Warhammer Fantasy.
Yeah, doing some 8th ed. That was fun.
Yeah.
I wrecked your guys' shit in Triumph of Treachery.
But that only happened because I was so far away from everything.
Yeah, Ollie got very unlucky.
Well, yeah, it does. Oh, hey, I'm going to charge in this Wild Riders, and they're going to decimate, like, make the whole army run away off the board. With just one charge.
Yeah, 5 models wipe out 1,500 points.
Yep. With 140 points.
Yeah, 140 points.
They made 10 times there.
And then some.
Yeah.
Why did that happen, by the way?
Oh, because...
Yeah, I got the flank charge, so...
You got a really long bomb charge off?
I got a 23-inch charge, got the flank, and then I managed to kill enough of his guys that his attacks back killed one of mine.
Yeah.
But with the combat res and everything I had, he failed. He failed his test. He failed the reroll because of battle standard. And because of the special character he was taking, he lost his lord and the battle standard in one model from running away.
Yeah.
And then that routed the rest of his army as it panicked and ran away.
Yep.
Which was hilarious.
Yeah, but it left me without anything to shoot at.
Yeah.
I was playing Chaos Dwarves.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool. Where did you get those?
Same time, well, like, let me think, like 2 weeks ago?
Ah, same time you got the demons and stuff.
Yeah.
Alright, which is a nice segue into the weekender.
Yeah, sure.
Demonology.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to Demons in 30k. Because they're so cool to find out where. Stop changing characters, you bastard. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to Demons coming out. Because...
Oh, that's in the next book, isn't it?
Yeah, Malevolence.
Yeah.
And we've also got Dawn Valdor models coming.
Yeah.
Upgrade kits for Custodes.
New units for White Scars and Blood Angels.
Not new units, just giving them some units.
Yeah.
No, it's a...
They don't have new unique
They don't
units
have
yet.
any unique models yet.
Well, yet.
Well, yeah, but they'll probably come in the book. Which is probably 2 unique ones or 2 or 3 ones. Depends. Like
on the picture that got leaked, it did definitely say new units.
Yeah,
Yeah.
So they are new, but they didn't have old units. So
No.
this is just they're getting units.
Oh, right. Okay.
Like before, they just had their army special rules and rights of war.
And some relics.
Yeah. That was it. Alpha Legion also getting Alfarius and Larnian Termes actual models this time.
Oh, and there's Scoria.
Oh yeah, Scoria,
He looks
yeah.
so pretty.
I can only see this. Oh well, I know if I can actually large it. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Didn't do
that,
it.
that model, he is the most terrifying git I've
Yeah.
come across in the game so far.
Who dat?
Scoria.
He is like the head of the Dark Mechanicum.
Yeah.
Oh, that makes sense.
The thing that makes him ultimately douchey
Or Doc
is the Vodian Scepter,
Yeah.
which is basically I hit you with it, you get no saves, you get no invuln saves, you only get Feel No Pain,
Yeah.
but you don't get your It Will Not Die roll back.
Yeah.
So he's just designed to fuck Primarchs.
Pretty much.
Ooh.
Was it automatic hits or did he still have to hit with his?
He just has to hit, then it auto wounds.
I think there's something that automatically hits and does wounds, but I can't remember what it is.
He looks like an OAP Scorpion King.
Oh.
Remember that from the Mummy films?
Yeah.
But I think he is just so fucking
Oh, nice. They got blueprints for the
insane.
well, was it the Armiger or I can't remember what this is. The
Yeah, the
Acastus,
Yeah,
Acastus
Acastus.
Knight, yeah, variant.
Mechanicus version.
Yeah.
I'm still looking forward to the Armagers coming in 40k.
So what's the mole supposed to be?
Oh, the Ordinatus dildo drill.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, effectively they decided to make a load of drills for Mechanicum,
Yeah.
I'm guessing for deep strikes and stuff as a transport,
Right.
and they decided to make one that's the equivalent of a volcano cannon Ordinatus,
Yeah.
which I think is a bit weird.
A little bit.
'cause I don't really get it. I mean,
No.
Well, it depends what it does.
You know, if you get an Ordinatus, you kind of want it to blow shit up, not oh, this one's gonna drill a hole for you.
What do you think about the new land speeder? Well, it's a remake of the first
old
one.
Yeah, I like that they're doing it. I doubt I'll get it because I just started getting the Javelin.
Sure.
Which I like.
Well, yeah.
Looks tactically stupid.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's a nod to the old original land speeder.
Without the armor plating.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, one of those is coming. I'm going to fire at it, and there's nothing to stop the drivers from being killed.
Yeah.
Say that, the current land speeders are basically the same.
They at least have the front plating, like to a degree. I'll give you that.
To a degree.
It's nice seeing that the Solar Auxilia are also getting some love with the new tank.
Yeah.
That's a cool looking tank. To be fair, that is what a tank, should look like. Really.
Well, I think Ollie was saying that we were talking about it, and we were thinking we might use it as like Command Rhino,
Right.
because it looks really quite ornate and fancy.
Yeah. It looks like a little bit like a mix of the Rhino and the Custodian Graf tank. Well,
Except it's on tracks.
Well, yeah, it's on tracks and it's got more of a not curve. No, it's not as curved with the central bit.
It's very First World War tanky looking.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Which is what you want for Solar Auxilia.
Sure.
Yeah.
They're very...
But who are they?
Those are the Necromunda.
Oh yeah, they've got a new gang thing coming
Yeah,
up.
like.
What do you mean the squads?
Well,
Oh,
yeah, the
well, they've
squad.
got squats and something.
Yeah,
else.
we've got a bounty hunter squad. But yeah, it's like new models for the Necromunda gangs. One Escher 1 and one Goliath 1. The Escher 1 looks to be done pretty much, and the Goliath 1 is still in the 3D render stage.
Yeah. It I don't know. Necromunda never really hooked me.
Sure.
I liked it back when I was in like secondary school. I had a thing for Necromunda, but they redid it, and I think they dragged it out too long for when they first announced it.
Yeah.
Because it came out, and basically everyone I know was just like, meh.
No.
I think they just took too long.
Sure.
Yeah, but it's also like we were discussing this. It's kind of like, congratulations, your gang has won a battle. You still live in a hive. Like.
Yeah.
But you're supposed to become the masters of the hive or the lower city anyway.
Congratulations, you're the masters of the lower city.
That's like going, you are the masters of
Rats.
this one student campus.
Yeah.
Well, that's gotta mean you live
You're the
better.
manager of New Look.
If anyone listening here manages a New Look, Jared does not respect you.
Oh, that reminds me. We'll get those emails up if we have any.
Do we have any emails?
I don't know. We'll take a look, but I'm going to sign into that. But we're going to keep on talking about this for what?
Okay, let's keep on talking about this. What's this?
Apparently you hating New Look people.
Oh, I don't hate New Look. I think my cousin's actually manager of New Look. I really should take this off my Facebook. Yeah, okay, so what kind of special rules do you think... obviously White Scars are going to get something to do with movement.
Well, currently White Scars have very movement-based stuff and a dick-ass weapon called a glaive. So they can choose between AP2 or AP1. Well, AP3 sort of thing.
So automatically they're already doing good with it.
Yes, that's good. The Blood Angels, what I think is going to become like the new hotness with... They're already fucked up. We're going to smack you, and cool, we're smacking you, and we get +1 to wound sort of thing. And their bastardized blade. They get
yeah.
the special relic-y weapon for...
White Scars?
No, Blood Angels.
Yeah.
Is...
Oh, yeah, that thing.
The Blood Angel one is basically AP2 at initiative. I think it's got +1 to wound or something, and each wound does 2 wounds.
Yeah.
Compare that to the Raven Guard version, which is a relic, so you have to ask permission to use it, is AP3 at initiative.
Yeah.
As you'd expect.
Sure.
And each wound counts as 2 wounds for combat res. It doesn't do 2 wounds. And yet, it costs the same as far as I know in points. And you're just like, why did Blood Angels get such a better sword? And our special relic one is wank. Not that I'm bitter.
Awesome. Yeah.
We probably should start our analysis of different 30k armies at some point, but anyway.
Raven Guard are best.
Ultramarines live. Whatever.
Anyway.
When you start them, yeah, maybe.
When I start them, I can start saying stuff, and probably have better banter than Ultramarines live.
Yeah, it'll probably be things like, why do my Ultramarines keep dying? Why is Gilliman such a bitch?
Because Gilliman ain't no bitch.
Gilliman is the bitch.
Gilliman ain't nobody.
So
Lordar is the bitch. Sorry.
Oh yeah.
And
So
yet,
yeah,
Lorgar smashed up Gilliman's empire.
Oh yeah, he did with the Shadow campaign.
He smashed up like one planet.
Well, he went through the 500 worlds and started raising them pretty effectively until they got to McCrack. Well, did they get to McCrack?
No, see, what you don't understand is Gilliman wanted him to do that because he wanted to make it better anyway.
Okay,
So
sure.
you had to raise it and then build it up.
Ah, okay. Yeah. So Forge World decided not to make release doors this week for our tanks, and we got the Nazgul and our pack of Nazgul.
Well, they did release Dawn. He's kind of like a Dawn.
Well, it's not released yet. They've only shown him.
Well, he's on
He looks about as
pre-release on the
interesting as
site.
it
Oh, is he?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
They've done it different this time. They were actually releasing the models online,
Yeah.
but they've got the dates showing for when they're actually releasing them.
Okay, that's much
So
better.
you've got Valdar. Valdor's going to be 60 quid, Dawn's 75.
Yeah.
I didn't look at the Shield Captain because I don't really see the point in buying a special Shield Captain model.
Sure. Then you got Ixion Hail already.
Yeah, Axon Hail, Valdor,
yeah.
all that.
Yeah.
And the Custode kit, which basically does it all.
Yeah, true.
But yeah, I like the Valdor model.
Yeah.
I know lots of people have been bitching about it online.
No, I find it's okay.
But I think it's quite nice. It's
I like the
really-
Raven and the
Yeah.
lion skin on the other, pelt.
Yeah, because
I have no opinion on it.
Well, yeah, you have no opinion on anything. I think they did really well with the Valdor model. The Dawn
Yeah.
model is gorgeous,
Yeah.
and I think they've done really well with the colour.
Yeah.
Sculpts. They're really good.
I think Dawn looks boring, but then I think he's a boring character, so...
And you play Ultramarines with Gilliman.
Well, he's got at least
I'll take
in
everything.
the 40k lore, he's a little bit more interesting because he's got to balance that whole angry at daddy thing.
Angry at Daddy with his Eldar waifu.
Yes, exactly.
Wait, what?
Did you not know about this?
40K,
No.
less-
Oh, it's basically the new thing for 40k is Gilliman with Yvraine. He's always like, I finished this campaign.
Oh,
Give me a bit. I'm going to sneak off with
Oh,
her and take off part of my armor.
Sure.
Which,
There
when
should
it
be.
first came out, they were like, he can't leave this armor or he'll
Yeah.
die. In the books they released, it's like, he's strolling around without his armor and yet somehow living. Okay then.
I thought it would be like he's without his armor, but he can't stay like that for very long until his wounds start hurting again.
I don't know. Just the inconsistencies in the new fluff is kind of tedious.
Yeah. I would also like to know that the Nazgul new pack also shares one of them with the old one, the first one, which is the Slayer of Men.
Slayer Man's the one on the
No, that's the
left. Yeah, the guy on the left is the left.
yeah, the one with the bloody maul.
Yeah.
Wait, the one in the middle?
No, the
Yeah,
one on
left.
the left.
Okay. That's
We're looking
the
at a
one.
picture of them, by the way.
Well, yeah, but it's got there's two maul guys.
Oh, okay.
That's the, what's his face? Kamul, the Easterling.
Yeah.
And then we got what the other one's called. It's not Slayer of Man.
Stabby McStab.
It's something Shadow thing.
Why has he got two swords?
Oh, Shadow of Man. Or something.
Lingering Shadow.
Lingering Shadow, that's the one.
I don't know. I like the original ones that came out on Games Workshop.
Yeah.
I thought they had more character than these guys.
I think they've done that just to try and make them look like they did
In The Hobbit,
and
yeah.
that white battle against the White Council.
Well, they got the license. You may as well use it.
Yeah.
But I am looking forward potentially doing some more Hobbit stuff.
Right.
Yeah, I could get into the Hobbit stuff. I mean, the game system was not bad at all.
I haven't really tried it for a very long time.
It was kind of a round robin kind of style.
Yeah.
It reminds me of kind of the Sigmar stuff, but Sigmar's gone in different direction with it.
But I think
No,
with,
it's not very similar
The
to
Hobbit
Sigmar.
is more like
Prior-
here's the movement phase. So
yeah.
you move, I move. Then
Yeah, there's a
we roll again
priority.
to see who shoots.
I thought it's a priority thing, which is like kind
Yeah.
of reminding me of Sigmar because you roll for it every single turn.
Well, I was saying in Sigma you do it every turn.
Yeah.
In the Hobbit you do every phase. as
Yeah,
well.
all right, yeah, yeah, that makes more sense.
So yeah, so you move, I move, shoot, stab, and the limit of 33% of your army can only be ranged.
Ranged,
only
yeah.
33% can be ranged, and it just worked. Like
Yeah.
there were never any real revisions to it aside from a couple of balance issues, and they released that thing that made it for bigger armies.
Yeah,
And then boom, that's all they needed. That was done.
yeah.
It was so well done that they didn't need to touch it again.
Surprised it didn't get as much. There's not as much. Well, I haven't seen as much love for it in the communities.
I think
It sort of died out a little bit when it disappeared off the GW page,
Right.
and then it started making a comeback, which is why Forge World's been doing quite well, I believe, with the Iron Hill Dwarves and all that.
Remember the two Mumma Guild boxes that used to be in Cheltenham's store, and no one would grab them except that one guy.
So I think the manager spent about 3 weeks trying to convince him every time he came in, and eventually bought them.
Yeah. Shall we talk about 40k releases?
Yeah.
Shall we?
Well,
those are.
well, future releases.
To be fair, what has actually been released for 40k recently?
Well, I can't remember, but it was the Nurgle stuff was the latest.
Oh yeah, you had the Custodes.
Oh yeah, Custodes, the new stuff.
I know about that.
Yeah, you got the book, didn't you?
Yep.
Love that you remember that.
Thoughts on the book?
The book's actually not bad. The fluff sort of contradicts the old stuff, but I know they're going in a new way, so you kind of accept that.
Sure.
So like, where before it was the Custodes never left Terra unless it was like going with the Emperor.
Yeah.
Then it was they spent 10,000 years on Terra, and up until Dark, the books for 1st of 8th edition came out. It's like, no, they don't leave Terra. And then we reach this point, and suddenly it's, oh no, we've been leaving Terra for years, mate. Yeah, we just do it. It's like, oh, someone came out and pissed us off. Yeah, we sent a shield host to go deal with that. Just a couple of thousand custodians. It doesn't count as leaving Terra. It's fine. It's fine.
Yeah, sure. The 10,000 doesn't count when 1,000 of them go.
Yeah.
So wait, what's the fluff now? Like all the custodians have left Terra?
No, they've left the companions, who are the 300 with the Emperor at all times. Their armor
300?
Yeah.
Wow.
Their armor gets scorched black by they being that near to psychic shenanigans. Bear in mind, the companions now, because the Emperor doesn't leave his throne. The companions literally stand there for as ever long as they have to, perfectly ready to attack anything that shows up and just scanning. And one of them did this for 250 years before someone went, oh yeah, mate, we'll rotate you back out somewhere else. And he was like, okay.
I'm good here, though.
They just go, oh, I'm an immortal superhuman soldier. What am I going to do with my time? Kill evil guys? No, I'm going to stand here staring at that wall.
For 250 years.
I wonder what he was thinking about.
He was probably sat there thinking, my God, my feet hurt.
Is atrophy a thing?
They're perfectly genetic. I think they have like massaging armor. It's like those exercise belts you get.
You haven't moved for this
It's
long.
constantly vibrating. So it's just like 250 years. These gains.
I could bench press the Emperor. Oh, heretical sword. No, sorry.
Anyway, we got the Necron, the Tau, and the Dark Eldar Codex is coming out at some point.
No, you can say the real name for him.
What, Drukhari?
Drukhari, yeah. Come on, get with
You mean the what's it called? Royalty-free name.
The I can license that for myself.
The OC name, Don't Steal.
Yeah. Oh, and we've got the Mechanicum Knight bastardized thing.
Oh, that looks cool.
Armiger, yeah.
I don't get why they're doing it.
Why not?
I think it's more like it's supposed to be like a lesser version of a knight, so it's like what the Warhound is to the Warlord Titan.
It's their answer to the Forge World big robots, isn't it? Like
they're for the Mechanicum to use. This is the trouble.
But now Games Workshop can make money off them.
Yeah, but with 7th Ed, they basically went, cool, so here's a bunch of armies, here's a rulebook to use them, enjoy. And then they went, here's the Imperial Knight. Which, admittedly, the Wraith Knight was kind of broken from 6, so the Imperial Knight, that balanced out.
For 2 armies.
And then they just escalated everything upwards from there, with like, oh, here's Wolfen, they can kill one of these in one turn. And here's this, and here's this. And that's the problem with 7th, was just top trumps every game. And then Yunari, that ends it.
But yeah, that was the ultimate power creep.
Yeah, so
I like
they're just doing it again.
Doing Dragon Balls, the instant transmissions all over the place with the Yunari. Yvrain.
They've nerfed that in 8th Ed.
I know.
They made games so much longer because you don't just get a turn in your turn, you get a turn in everyone's turn.
Yeah.
Oh, you killed that? Oh, I get a turn.
Well,
and then it's like, oh, I can shoot, I can move, I can do this.
You can only do each
once.
One per phase.
Yeah.
As in, say it's your turn and you kill one of my units, and I go, cool, I'm going to have a free shooting phase. I can't do the shooting phase thing again until my turn.
Yeah.
But then you can move the other next unit. So you're still basically getting a turn within turns, but to a lesser degree than when it was just like pop, 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 pop.
I liked it. It was funny.
Not for the opponent, pal.
Well, no, it's really not. But that's why you always feel down. that does it. What do you think about the new Necron model?
I haven't looked at it.
Okay.
Click the video.
No, because it's going to be sound and that's going to be in the podcast.
Oh.
Because
don't click the video.
No. Okay.
It's a Cryptek.
Yeah.
Okay.
It looks pretty baller. It's got a scarab on the base.
Yeah.
There's a bit of scenery. I like it when they do that.
Yeah.
Saves me having to do it. But
reminds me a little bit of the was it the Nightbringer base with all the scarabs coming off?
Yeah.
Well, coming.
Well, you mean the shard of the Nightbringer?
Well, yeah.
But
Lovely record,
it's all right.
Yeah.
I've never been a Necron player, so it's not going to grab me.
Yeah.
But if I see one fielded, I'll be like, oh, that's
I was
cool.
for some reason when I was looking at it, I was like, oh, that'd be nice for my Tomb Kings. Wait.
What happened to this Tomb King? He fell into a vat of gold? I don't know.
It's probably too big for them.
To be fair, why did they do that?
Yeah.
They didn't get to suffer no ill effects about it.
That's the point. You go, here are my Tomb Kings. What do they wear for armour? Solid gold bones, mate. Well, solid steel, even better.
Actually, has someone done gold Necrons? Because I've never seen that actually.
They've got a gold spray now, someone must have.
Yeah.
What are these? Custodians that got real old. They're the ones that atrophied standing by the throne.
I guess we have to talk about Age of Sigmar a little bit as well.
You mean the Daughters of Cain?
Yes.
How excited are you?
Like a 5. Because I'm just gonna I'm just gonna use Morathi and the other things for fancy Aphid armies.
I have to admit, there is one big question I'm wondering about this.
Yeah.
Because obviously, throughout the game for years now, they've been trying to kill off Slaanesh and anything in it that's a bit overtly sexual.
Sure.
Are Morathi's tits still going to be hanging out?
No, they're not.
No, we've seen the model.
Yeah, it's in the trailer.
No, well, I haven't seen that.
God damn it! I'm gonna have to actually put it up. But I'm gonna
mute it immediately.
Yeah, there we go.
The Warhammer community page pops up every now and then, and I'll look at it and just be like, "Why is this like supposedly new?" As I heard about this ages ago.
That's because you focus on. Well, you follow all of the leak sites, don't you?
I don't though. That's the thing.
Oh hey, Slaanesh referenced Demonettes and Seekers.
Demonettes and Seekers.
Oh, there are boobs.
Oh, and then,
see, they're focusing on the snake thing. I told them to focus on the snake thing.
Yeah, but they've got like the statue of Cain. I want to know how Morathi decided to not get humped to death by Slaanesh. I want to know if Keldor made out.
This is just the bloody introduction to it.
Yeah.
And oh god damn it, I would mute all of them.
Because if Morathi made it out, potentially.
We wanted L's without an A on it, by the
way. We have to make it legally distinct. So we got those Fury kind of things.
Oh, those are cool.
Yeah. I don't know, I might just use them as Furies. I mean, Harpies. Which I never use Harpies though, because the old models used to be crap. And then we got the Snake Ladies.
You could use those as like Seekers.
I was thinking of using them as Fiends of Slaanesh.
Oh, that would work.
That's a good idea.
Then we got their Archer variants. And then we got Morathi there.
Oh, she's wearing clothes.
Yeah, she is.
Oh, she's showing belly button though.
Yeah.
That's not going to go down well in some circles.
Yeah, midriff. Yeah.
I like the wings.
Yeah,
they look very practical.
Yeah, but I just put on a monster base or whatever, and then that's Morathi done for.
To be fair, they're pretty practical. I mean, they got spikes all over them.
Yeah, but not for flight. They got holes all through them.
Well, speaking of as Kerrigan from StarCraft, it'd be fun.
That's a cool model.
Yeah.
Be nice if they did, the decent elves first and then the wood elves.
What?
Well, they're splitting up.
Ain't nobody of that opinion.
I am.
To be fair, they've always been. Well, they've already started splitting up all the elves anyway.
Yeah.
But
I still love the way they went, oh yeah, we're splitting them all. You can have an independent army from any elven faction, like Phoenix Temple. They have a leader, they have the unit, and then they have the Phoenixes. And you go, oh, here are White Lions. They have White Lions and a chariot.
Right. So you can't field them.
Where's the fucking leader? They had a Core Hill model you could use as a leader. Why'd that stop? I'm still bitter about that.
How many years has it been?
Like 2.
Alright. Listen to that.
Oh, if we were going to move into game music news.
Is there much news in the game music industry?
I don't know, okay, it could be.
Is John Williams going to help out? Like, he could do a great thing, but...
It's not like bloody... What's his face? David Bowie doing the music for that David Cage game. What was it called?
Fahrenheit?
No, it's not Fahrenheit. It was one before that. Omicron, the Nomad Soul. You know about it?
No, not at all.
It's really crap.
Okay.
Because the controls are crap.
Okay. It's not the music though. Music.
No, the music. Like music is one of the only decent things, and then like it's David Bowie and
Ziggy Stardust.
I think some like the lead guitarist from Korn, I think, did the music, and then like Bowie, like Bowie, like while working on it was like, oh, what's this all about actually? And it's like, oh, it's this and this. Oh, can I be in the game? Yeah, sure. And then he's 2 characters in the game.
Cool. Well, he's 2 characters.
Yeah, he's the.
He has twice.
No, they put him in twice. Like he's one like lead singer of this underground band thing that wants to rebel against the powers that be in the game.
Yeah.
And the second one is like this thing that's being this guy who's being a hacker that's being taken into the internet and can only emerge during the binary equinox or something. Because David Cage likes being pretentious and having all these things. Also, that's probably one of the first games where it's like, oh hey, player, you're actually in the game. You can reference that you in outside the game are actually interfacing with the world, and we can keep on referencing that it's you and not the actual player character that's controlling the game or playing the game.
So break the fourth wall in the game.
Sorry?
Bringing the fourth wall in.
Yeah, pretty much.
That.
And then, like, if you don't stop playing this game, your soul is trapped in the game, and it's going to be devoured by demons or whatever.
Cool. I mean, can't be much worse than this life.
Anyway, we'll move on to actual news.
Yay.
Anyway.
Actually, speaking of games with good soundtracks, I did play a bit of the newer DMC last night.
Yeah.
Devil May Cry.
Yes.
Yeah, that has got a really good soundtrack.
Well, it's always had one.
Oh yeah. But this one is pretty like just on point, because I think it was Noisia and Combi Christ.
Yeah.
Combined to do it, and I've never been more into a boss fight than doing that game.
Sure.
Like, I am right there, and I want to take that motherfucker.
For some reason, like DMC2 was the one I played for the longest time because
that was one of the better ones. To be fair, I think it was better.
Yeah, but DMC3 is where is that apparently?
DMC3 was
because you get to play as Virgil.
Yeah, but you can do this in at every game past 3. You could play as Virgil. I'm pretty sure.
Oh, could you? Didn't see that in 4.
You can do it in the new one.
We don't talk about the new one.
I like the new one.
The one with it's like a retcon and
yeah.
Oh hey, here's British Dante.
To be fair, Devil May Cry has been a confusing enough kind of chronology.
Sure.
Yeah, that's a word.
It can't be any more confusing as Metal Gear Solid.
No, that game is just weird. I spent years thinking that Metal Gear Solid was a serious game. It really isn't.
No.
At all.
Well, you just have to look at, anime. Well, not anime, but everything comes from Japan. It's kind of like that, nearly, now and then. They have some tongue-in-cheek bits in it.
No, okay.
Well, that's my experience anyway.
Yeah, fair enough. But yeah, so let's talk about the thing that's
Final Fantasy 12 apparently works really well on the PC, because it got a PC port recently.
Okay. Is that news?
It is news.
Why did they do an article on this?
I don't know, because every release demands an article.
I can tell you right now, that editor went to the guy and was like, look, we need a puff piece. Just 600 words, just get it done. Go. And he went, Final Fantasy 12 works pretty okay on the PC.
I wonder if he's actually played it on the PC. He's just literally got told this by someone.
It's been 12 years since the PS2 one came out.
12 years?
Yeah, to 26.
I needed that.
2006, yeah. Well, I played it when it came out, and it was the last PlayStation 2 game to be released, because I was at the end of it, life cycle.
I think my first foray into Final Fantasy was Final Fantasy 13, and that
you poor summer child.
Yeah, that put me off for a while.
My first foray into Final Fantasy was watching one of my friends play it.
Yeah.
And about 5 minutes in, I generally asked him, why does he waste his time on these games? I had never been so bored than watching that drivel.
Which one was it? Yeah.
I don't even know. I saw him play a couple more because he was obsessed with them.
What platform was it?
He was PS4?
Oh.
PS3, PS4.
If it was PS3,
might have been on PC as well. I'm not sure. I paid that little attention to it more.
What year was this?
2008, 2009.
Well, it wasn't the PS4 then, was it?
Yeah, PS3. I don't know. I'm not one of you console gamers. You can tell by how much I'm struggling.
Oh, hi, Matt.
I have finally walked in.
Well, Matt's here now.
He's late. Give him
Very
attention.
late.
I think the first and only Final Fantasy I ever played was Final Fantasy 4 on the PlayStation. The original.
Oh yeah, your levels might be really shit now because we've done this.
Oh, is it? Okay.
No, actually, it seems to be fine. Yeah, it's fine.
Oh, okay.
Never mind then.
Just keep speaking loud.
Oh, that's alright then. Well, that's me, isn't it?
Yeah.
Loud and obnoxious, but yeah, just seeing the boys off, so.
Yeah.
Okay.
Anyway.
Now I'm rather tired.
Anyway, some more news. Red Dead Redemption 2 is delayed till October.
Yay!
Oh no?
You didn't play the first one, did you?
I did play the first one.
Did you?
I did. However, it ended the same way all Red Dead Redemptions and GTA games ended with me. I played it for about like a good solid couple of days, got a 25% of the way through the story, and got fucking bored.
No, I always got bored with the like random violence thing. Like I saw no purpose to it, so I always got bored, and I went to do missions.
I did a couple of missions, and then I was just like, it's the same shit every time.
Yep.
Go do random violence for a bit, then go back and do a mission again and go, it's the same shit, and then drop it.
So what you mean is you're talking about Skyrim?
Essentially, yes.
Though I can get into Skyrim more than GTA because GTA is too contemporary.
It's not even that. There's like, you ride around, you get police, and then you kill the police, and the police kill you, and you're just like, okay.
Yeah, that was
in
no point.
Skyrim, you can just run away.
Yeah, I don't like the. It's too much of a sandbox to me.
Okay, Justin's played Dragon Ball Z
Fighters,
not Dragon Ball Z, for about half an hour and declared it that he's the master.
I didn't declare him the master, I just declared him better than you. You just got your ass handed to you.
I'm not playing.
What? You don't now.
well, I can skip and get out of this.
Yeah.
Oh, you know how there's a new World of Warcraft expansion coming out?
I thought it had stopped.
No, it's still going.
Oh wow.
They did declare that Legion was going to be the last expansion, then they went,
Oh, did they?
You know what?
We want money.
Yeah, suddenly our numbers really increased with this one.
Because it was actually good.
Yeah.
So yeah, because you've got the pre-orders going on, and what's in the new expansion is more races.
Yes.
So it's more variations from each race.
Which is what they need, because MMOs get boring if there's no, like...
New things.
Yeah, you need new
like
things.
you got the Demon Hunter in the Legion, which was what got me in.
Hunter Legion, but you also got, like, updates to the classes.
Oh yeah, and all those
and,
things.
like, the new...
Oh, thanks for the 1,000 Zenny.
You're welcome.
No worries.
Oh, by the way, do the battle tutorial like you would.
Okay. New stuff is where it's at with MMOs.
Yeah.
Like, you just need to keep updating.
Yeah.
And that's how you keep people.
All the shinies.
So, what's the actual issue there?
Oh, because you got the pre-orders and people are getting hyped for the different races because you can do those already in the pre-release.
Yeah.
So it's hit the servers at a volume that has caused problems.
Yeah.
And that's it. Oh, don't double tap. Just go forwards and backwards.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
exactly.
Right,
So,
right.
so yeah, so you get the black screen of what's going on.
Okay, right. That is funny considering. Yes, actually, yeah, do that. Oh, you know what? I'm okay with this. Because do you know why they delayed Anthem?
Why?
The EA has said it's because there's a Battlefield coming out,
Of course there is.
and I'm okay with them delaying Anthem as long as they want. Get all the other shit games out of the way. Let me play Anthem.
Well, if it's a Battlefield, it'll probably be a decent game.
Did you play Battlefield 1?
Yeah.
Terrible.
I didn't play the campaign, I just did multiplayer. That's what you get those for.
Cheers.
Battlefront is a shit game.
That's not Battlefront.
No, that's Battlefront. Battlefield is good.
Yeah, Battlefront's good. What?
Play officer or assault. I need to get the levels up on them.
Okay, well, no.
Um,
We have trade games. I'm now playing Star Wars Battlefront 2, but I'm not buying any loot boxes.
well, they haven't. You can't.
They
buy
are bringing them back.
They are bringing them back.
They
yeah.
are bringing them back in, and I'm angry.
Well, you should.
I don't even own the game, and I'm furious.
You're that rich Tory guy that's just like, oh, somebody did a thing. I'm angry. Does it
I'm
affect
sorry,
you? No.
you just described all of the Tories.
He's like, I'm angry about this. Does it affect you in any way? No. Why are you angry about it?
We need to be.
Shut up.
Because there's too many people in the...
Open up more workhouses.
All right.
Bring back the workhouses.
Decrease
They
the surplus population.
took the poor away and they made us butter. What were the points of those places? Like,
It was like, I think the workhouse was basically like, oh, here's a bunch of kids. We're going to send them out to stitch stuff or clean something. Or...
from all I got from Oliver was there was a giant wheel for which there was no discernible purpose for the
You
giant
could just
wheel.
take the whole box up.
It was
Like,
probably
it's
some
just-
sort of weird
Yeah.
Vietnamese shame wheel for
It's
sexy stuff.
shame.
Shame.
Ding,
Shame.
shame.
I want to make sure Jared puts my KD up a bit.
No.
I will try. Just remember, I haven't actually played this game for
So the remaster of Shadow of the Colossus is coming out next week In 3 days, actually.
Yeah, that was insane. I didn't hear about it, and then suddenly, boom, remake of the Colossus.
Yeah.
And it looks really good.
Yeah, if they do well on this one, they're going to do the remasters of Metal Gear series.
That I'm less excited for.
Well, I would like them. The only one he really needs to play is number 3, anyway.
Okay.
Army.
Yeah.
There you go.
That pretty much does it for the news, unless you can think of something.
There was a couple of things I linked into it. One of it was the EA bringing loot boxes back.
Right.
Like, do you reckon there's going to be as much outcry, or have they waited the sufficient amount of months?
Well,
to
they're
get people to
already losing players already, so
Really?
yeah, they're pretty much hemorrhaging them constantly, and then they tried bringing them back with all the new content stuff.
To be fair, that happens with WoW as well.
Well, yeah.
I don't
With
think
any
they're ever
MMO,
going
really.
to not have the players.
Oh my god, new release! Oh, it's
Well, yeah, you kind of always see that.
It kind of looks like, do you remember Exxon?
Yeah.
Do you remember their stock? That's basically what happens with World of Warcraft players. Like, up, down, pull house.
Yeah. Star Wars: The Old Republic tries to do it with story content to lesser, I don't know, but there's access rated.
They also went free to play, and that still didn't work for them.
Well, no. Well,
I
they
would not be surprised.
and they started charging for pretty much every those small things in it.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if those servers get shut down pretty soon.
Weren't you guys trying to convince me to play that game?
No, we were
Well-
trying to convince you to play Knights of the Old Republic, which is different.
It's an earlier game from 2003 or 4.
To be fair, if you got your tablet, you could actually play it on that.
Yeah, and it's
Like, not even joking.
at one point it was the best version to play that game on.
Wow.
I got it on my phone.
It's that old, the entire game fits on the fucking tablet.
Or with your
And
phone.
plays
Can
really
you my
well.
phone, please?
Sounds...
Thank you. So yeah, you can play it on your phone.
Yeah. And no, genuinely, one of the best Star Wars games.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
But I say KOTOR 2 is
from my
better.
point of view,
Got 2 is better.
you're saying
KOTOR
one
2.
of the best Star Wars games.
Yeah,
The only
okay,
Star Wars
agree.
game I've ever played I actually enjoyed was on...
Don't say
You're
Force
on.
Unleashed.
It was the original Xbox, and it was... Or maybe Xbox 360. It was done...
Republic Commander.
Yeah, Republic Commando. That's the
Commando,
only one I
yeah.
enjoyed. And that's just because that one was actually fun. The
I
rest
got-
of them...
Yeah.
Republic Commando was a great game. It needs a sequel or a remake. Holy shit.
It needs a sequel so they can
Well,
finish the fucking storyline.
people keep on trying to do single player Star Wars games and getting shut down.
There was talk of another Star Wars game, actually.
Yeah. Oh yeah,
Um,
there's another one. Yeah.
It's not going to be a Battlefront one, but it's made by the same people, weirdly enough.
All right.
What was the one that got scrapped?
1313, I think.
Yeah, that was the one.
Yeah.
That
had
got
a
scrapped
lot of
because
promise.
Disney bought Star Wars, and they went, wait, a mature Star Wars game?
Can't have this.
Behind you.
The same problem with. Did you hear about Star Wars Rebels? The Star Wars Detours. It was an animated, 3D animated series by Global Chicken Crew. No reaction.
Sorry, what was that? I was dying.
So there was a Robot Chicken Crew that made a Star Wars animated comedy series,
Right.
but then it got cancelled because Disney said you can't have that.
Really?
Yeah, because that was before the new saga started.
Yeah.
The trilogy. Yeah, my words.
Words.
And
Please don't change my control.
I'm inverting it.
Oh, you sick bastard.
That means every time
Send
I
us
flop
an
the controller
email
around.
telling us why inverted controls are wrong.
oh, by the way, we didn't get any emails.
We didn't get any emails?
We didn't get any emails. Still.
Disappoint.
A little bit. But we got like nearly 40 views on the second episode.
Really?
Yeah, and
I
10
didn't link it to 40 people though, that's nice.
and we got 10 views on the first one.
Yeah.
Hey,
Well,
it's going
clearly
up.
It's better than none.
Yeah.
Send us an email saying whether you prefer the shorter or longer versions.
Just send us emails.
Just email us.
About
Something to
something.
talk about.
Tell us how crap Jared is at Dragon Ball Fighters.
Hey, we played, like, first ever, right, he's owned it for 4 days. I played 3 games, and that's all it takes for me to start smashing his face in. And then I lost
No,
it.
I beat him.
But
Well,
then
when
I-
I got
I-
serious, when I got trying actual
Yeah,
character.
you had to take me seriously though, didn't you?
Not really.
Ow.
Anyway.
Fun.
To be fair, have we ever taken you
No.
seriously about anything?
We've been recording for a
I
while.
hope so. I mean, you
Nearly
didn't
an
ask me
hour.
to be a best man. Like,
Yeah, well, we all make drunken mistakes.
in fact, he forgot that he did ask me.
Yeah, I thought I'd asked him, and then I suddenly sort of got reminded. I was like, did I? Did I not? Did I? And I checked with him, and he was like, no, you didn't. I was like, oh, cool. And then I forgot again to ask him, despite the fact he was in front of me. And then I went, shit, I meant to ask. So,
And for some reason, I said yes.
It's because I'm the most lovable human being on the planet.
Sure.
Yeah, I'm just doing community service right now, mate.
Yeah.
They're the ones in white, not the sand.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Empire did nothing wrong.
But
Yeah,
what?
the Empire did do nothing wrong. All they wanted to do was wipe out the Skywalkers, which, to be fair, would
They
have saved the
were
galaxy a lot of hassle.
Incredibly xenophobic.
And instill order.
Who isn't? You play Warhammer. Have you met the Imperium? Have you met the Tau?
They're
The
pretty
Tau's actually quite
incorporating.
friendly to
No,
all
no,
the
the
races.
Tau go, you have a different culture and stuff. Do you want to have ours? No? Cool, wipe you out then.
Oh, I'm sorry. What did the Imperium do? Like,
The Imperium didn't ask
Gigantic
first. They didn't pretend.
Yeah, they were just going for it.
Yeah, they're honest about what they do.
To be fair, all the
They just
races
made a
are
big
like that.
billboard saying, "Are you an alien? Run."
The Eldar aren't. The
Well, the
just sort of run
Eldar
around
only
doing what
do
they
it
need.
when they're in trouble and need some buffer zone.
I'm sorry, but the Tyranids are the least xenophobic society because they incorporate all cultures into themselves.
Literally,
What about
yeah.
As they eat the biomass.
No, they're
Orcs-
orcs.
Orcs are very
destroy-
non-judgmental. They'll just fight anyone.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're not judgmental, but they will destroy all your culture.
What am I doing?
You're fucking melee.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's a good 60 metres away.
I thought that would make me duck.
That's B.
Well, I didn't know that. I don't know what the controls are.
I like you invert the views, but don't look at crouch.
Oh,
Right, what else?
Sunday night, Scrub Lords. Not really anything else.
Nothing else?
Not really. Oh, there was something coming out on the 14th, no, the 13th of February. A game release, but I can't remember what it was.
Pancake Day.
What,
It is Shrove
Is it?
Tuesday, isn't
Yeah.
it?
Oh, wow.
Don't Shrove Tuesday me. I'm calling it the proper name. Pancake Day.
That's an ATS. What is it doing there?
ATST. And
Yeah.
good question.
Um,
Although I'd like anyone to beat my kills on this with ATATs,
Yeah.
ATSTs even, because I got 71 eliminations in one game.
71 in
cool
one.
story.
They only have like 100 lives per?
Yeah, they got through one checkpoint, and then I continued killing them with the ATST.
Oh, fair enough. Okay.
So Bayonetta and
We're
Bayonetta
attacking.
2 is coming to Switch on the 16th.
That's
what?
interesting.
The Nintendo Switch.
Yes.
No, the other Switch.
I don't know.
The Activision Switch.
I pay far less attention to game stuff than you guys.
Clearly. I'm glad you're on a game podcast.
Well,
Again,
oh yeah, it was Kingdom Come Deliverance.
Owl
You mean
Boy.
chivalry?
That's
but
much
looking
more
pretty-
interesting.
Prettier.
Sure. Just sandbag my topic. Sure.
Sorry, what is Kingdom Come Deliverance?
Oh, it's a action role playing game set in Middle Europe during the Middle Ages, and you go about taking your revenge for your parents' deaths on the nobles and leaders of the local communities.
Okay, so it's Gladiator in the Middle Ages.
Pretty much.
Pretty
Okay.
much.
Alright.
It's
just
made in
what-
the Cry engine.
I just keep thinking it looks like a prettier chivalry.
oh, Chivalry was hilarious.
That was brilliant.
They went for more of a realistic combat system for it.
Oh.
I
so
can show
did
you.
chivalry, and all you ended up
I'll show
doing
you.
was overhead swings.
I'll show you
with a
some,
pole axe.
What we call
Well,
it.
don't worry, guys, we added,
yeah.
No, it's a first-person thing.
First person.
We added realistic
Yeah.
combat to this.
Swords.
Cool. So the
Yes.
bigger weapon smacking someone in the
So
head
welcome
doesn't
to
matter.
Skyrim combat.
I love the decapitations.
Yeah,
in
but I always
Civ-
like
chivalry
mage
because it was
with
just
Skyrim. Right, mute that crap.
Yeah, immediately.
Ooh, blood and gore and nudity. Yes, please, sorry, yeah.
So let me
Jared's
see.
such a classy person.
Yeah. So I haven't seen anything from Warhorse Studios, but apparently they're in the checks.
Is that game engine graphics?
yeah.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah,
That's pretty sweet.
yeah, it's alright.
Oh, that's a Sith.
I always find that Cry engine is good for like realistic stuff rather than anything else.
Yeah. Oh, have you seen that one?
Do I have grenades?
There's a game coming out that is reported to have the most beautiful graphics ever.
Which one was that?
Real life.
Oh, I can't remember. It
Don't
does-
lie.
Like, no, it does look prettier than real life. I saw a trailer for it, but it's one of those walking kind of.
Simulators.
Yeah.
Oh, so DayZ's getting a release.
No. Where it's like you kind of just walk through the jungle and then Willem Dafoe is talking at you. And it's creepy.
Snake Eater.
And yeah, Willem Dafoe is walking at you and stuff, talking.
Oh, there we go. That's what the combat's like. So you've got a helmet on and
Oh, cool!
Hitting
Yeah, there's
people.
nothing like a game that
Yeah,
cuts off half your
running.
vision.
yeah. I would prefer it probably if it was third person.
Yeah. especially with sword combat, like you just see people coming at you.
Well, also you kind of want to see your sword.
Yeah, also you want to see your character, because I usually see that's a better way of getting people attached to the character, so then you can see them, you can customize them.
Yeah.
Just like in Dark
Souls.
Souls.
That does, like, it roots you in the character. So you either go one way, you either go first person where like you're in the game, or you go third person where you're like, I'm rooted to that character, and it depends on what story they're going for.
Well, if it's RPGs, you usually want to see your character.
Yeah.
Which is why, like, Dragon Age and all those BioWare games work.
Dragon Age was awesome.
Until they start doing stupid Mass Effect things into it.
I genuinely can't remember the name of this game that had beautiful graphics. Like, it was walking through a forest, Willem Dafoe was talking at you at the trailer. And there was this really creepy tree dude that I was like, he was kind of like, he was made of bark, but he was hollow, so it was just like, just looked like a tree dude looking at you. But the graphics on it were scary.
Why do you think that to be on Two Souls is that good?
I
know, it's just the other game he's been in. It's the only one I can find with him.
Yeah, because I don't think this one's released yet. But it's just really good graphics. Obviously, I don't actually put that much like stock in graphics. They don't make games.
No.
For me. But it is impressive the technical feats they can do.
Yeah.
You just got nutted.
Yep, did not realise that goes behind me.
Yeah, sure.
What else is coming out? Oh, Dynasty Warriors 9.
Oh, yeah. Is that the one where the heroes just kill everything?
Yes.
But 9.
But no.
The 9th iteration of it, yes. I quite like the Gundam version of it on the PS3 for some reason.
Of course you do, you weeaboo.
No, I think you can go for... Like, my brothers and I got for a present that one time, and we're like, oh, we didn't ask for this, but alright.
The one time at Bandcamp?
I got given a game.
That turret is not on your side, champ.
Oh.
It's red.
You know what I'd love? Fucking grenades.
You have an acid grenade, just throw one in there.
What button is it?
I got killed.
Bumper.
Cool.
Owlboy.
Right bumper
did you play
is a
Owlboy?
scout
I did
card
not
that
play
you can
Owlboy.
use to locate people.
Did you play Secret of Mana?
No.
You suck.
I've seen about it, but I was always like turned off by the style of the art.
Yeah. It's weird looking at upcoming game releases these days and seeing so many games that I'm pretty sure have already been released.
So there's usually like previews of betas that come up already.
Yeah, sure.
The Fall 2 Unbound is also coming out on the 13th.
What was the 4-1?
It's about this robot suit.
What was the 4-1-1?
Get out of here.
In-jokes.
So anyway, it's about a robot suit, a space suit, that is trying to save its human inhabitant, which is knocked out on an alien planet. So it takes control of all the motor skills and decision-making things, which it works on a basis that it has to keep the human alive inside.
Okay.
But eventually at the end of the first one, spoiler alert, it finds out that the human is dead, and it's been breaking its own programming to do all those actions it's not supposed to be able to do.
Yeah.
On its rule 1, which is to keep the human alive, but then that role kind of is like not destroyed, but like proven to be untrue. Like all its action,
Okay, I keep getting killed by the Emperor. You can stop patting me on the shoulder.
all the basis of its actions is taken away.
Hold on. What you're saying is I should stop patting you on the shoulder for getting killed by the OAP.
With fucking lightning coming out of his fingers. I'm just a basic scrub.
I wish my nan had lightning coming out. Like, that would make it badass. Like,
Hey Nana, how are you doing today?
So anyway, it's a puzzle game. Well, anyway.
it sounds cool.
It's
I
alright.
recommend turning around and
That-
the other way.
That's a pretty big one.
What Age of Empires that
You try again.
yeah,
One more.
definitive edition.
Yeah, you got it.
Yeah, there we go.
Like, Age of Empires, come on. Like, we all spent our childhood on there.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Not as much as probably you guys.
Well, I'm sorry, we were playing the good games, not
Yeah,
the French
yeah.
games. But, yeah, I'm looking forward to that. I love a bit
Sure.
of Age of Empires. Is that all of February?
Most of it anyway. Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Well, next week and
There's some pretty good shit coming up. Like,
Yeah.
considering quarter 1 is usually pretty bland, that's not bad.
well, January is usually the one.
Yeah, no, January's the worst. I mean,
But we did get like a couple of good games in January, like Dragon Ball Z and.
Monster Hunter World.
Oh yeah, Monster Hunter World.
Monster Hunter World did drop. Actually, you're here now. You can explain Monster Hunter World to the
Audience.
listeners.
Yeah.
That works
In
too.
what way?
We were talking about it last podcast, and we didn't actually know much about it, to be fair, because we haven't played it.
I know more because I've been watching people play it. But anyway, go ahead, man.
Like, the whole basis behind the game is to go out into the wider world, slay gigantic, like 20, 30-foot monsters, and then carve their flesh to make fancy-looking suits of armor.
Okay, is there an overarching story?
In the previous games, not really. It's mainly been the basis of there are these even bigger monsters called elder dragons, and they're the ones that shape and change the ecosystems around the world. They can change weather, move islands and stuff like that on their own, and it's down to you to just end them before they end the rest of the world.
Oh, okay.
So small stakes.
Is everyone in that world a monster hunter, or is it just like a small band of people?
You really shouldn't be eating.
Well, I didn't expect to get questions about Monster Hunter.
Hey, you're on the podcast. You shouldn't be here if you didn't want to talk.
But no, it's a small guild set up of exceptional individuals that like to use gigantic weaponry, and they're sent out into different parts of the world to deal with monster habitats and stuff like that. So the question is, who's the real monster in the game, though?
Yeah, I mean, these big monsters are just going around doing their thing. They're just living life, and then you got these little bastards come along, just going, so you're they're just walking along changing weather. Well, that doesn't suit us. We're just gonna go. So basically, what it's saying is humans are dicks in this as well.
Pretty much, you know.
Shock, horror.
Yeah, bet it's designed by Americans.
To be fair, I found a page on 1D4chan, which is Fuck Yeah Humanity.
Oh yeah.
That actually made me feel pretty good about being a person a little bit.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. Like, it's a page just dedicated to saying, like, we can do some pretty awesome shit.
Yeah.
I was basically picturing it just being a blank page, a couple of words across it, just going, haha, made you click.
No, like, one of the points which I really liked is the fact that, we use alcohol in, like, all antibacterial stuff. Because it just kills life, essentially.
And yet we
drink it for fun.
Yeah.
Like, that's pretty badass. Like, hey, that's a toxic substance. I'm a fucking imbibe it. Like, fuck yeah, humanity.
Did we mention that Pillars of Eternity 2 was coming out at some point?
No.
Okay.
Pillars of Eternity 2 is coming out at some point.
Yes.
There we go.
What happened to Pillars of Eternity 1? Doesn't sound very eternal.
We did very well.
Come on, that was good.
God damn it.
Well, it did well, so they're getting a sequel in April.
See, that's why they can keep making so many stories about it, because they're eternal. The pillars are always going to be there.
Why call it 2 then? They should release it with the same name.
Because maybe they just made another pillar.
Well, this one's got a subtitle, which is Deadfire.
Ah, see, there you go. The subtitle.
But if the pillars are eternal, why do they have to make another one?
They don't
Or
have
It's a
aesthetics,
sequel to
and then
the
it's
story
symmetrical.
about the
there's
pillars.
there's Deadfire now, and you gotta tell the people about Deadfire.
What's Deadfire?
I don't know. We'll probably find out if we play the
Look,
game.
no, it's a vast unexplored archipelago in the region of the Deadfire.
That doesn't
That doesn't
explain
explain
what
what
Deadfire
Deadfire
is. Maybe it's a really fire that will kill you, like thing.
Yeah.
That sounds like a fire.
Oh, here's a thing to talk about in like Obsidian BioWare games. Do you find more or less engaging
What?
when your protagonist or your player character, the one that you start out as, has a special ability out of the gate, or is just a normal guy just who has been elevated to a position higher than he should be?
For me, it depends on what the base of the story is. If I'm meant to be saving the planet,
Yeah.
then surely there's got to be some reason why I'm meant to be saving the planet. If I'm just some basic scrub, then really I shouldn't have the ability to save the planet.
I
straight off the
find
bat.
that much more interesting, though.
Yeah.
Like, oh, cool, there's another dude with a special ability, and that's why he's saving the planet.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I want to see some normal-ass scrub who's just putting his heart in, that's all he's doing, saving the planet.
Well,
I want to see...
at that
There's not going to be much
Well, I-
for the rest of the world then.
I usually like
Oh,
smaller.
same guy.
I usually like smaller scales, like just like your local region that you're trying to defend, like from outsiders or something,
Yeah.
or anything. Like in Tyranny, which is an Obsidian game that came out a while ago.
That's fun.
Yeah, I liked it.
I'm still playing through that.
Yeah, I haven't beat it yet.
This game is like 5 years old at this point, isn't it?
Well, no, it's since 2 years ago.
2 years ago.
Oh bloody hell! I have to get around to it. But I've spent 17.5 hours in it.
I'm on like 40 total.
Yeah,
That's
I don't think I'm
17.
that far ahead in the story.
No.
But Tyranny is really good because you could design your character.
Yeah, and then you can it's got a lot of freedom that way.
Yeah.
But you always are the lawgiver,
Yeah.
depending on what.
But that is kind of like the whole point of the game.
Yeah, I know, but I like it because of that. It's a good way of getting into a evil campaign even though you have to be kind of like somehow, if you want to be a good guy in it, then you can. But I prefer going the evil route because you don't get to do that often. Like, you don't start out as the evil guy.
I went, like, I tried to go as kind of neutral as possible. Like, because he was like, you're the lawbringer. I was like, okay, justice overall.
Sure.
So, like, any time it cropped up, it was like, well, there's an evil path and there's a good path. And I was like, what would the law be?
Yeah.
I tried to play it that way. That worked out very well for me. I didn't piss off everyone because I kind of came down on both sides. I didn't pick sides. I was just like, yo, that's the law. That's what's happening.
So Tunon's backing me up here. He's the Archon of the law, or...
Yeah. Well, I don't know if he's backing me up, actually, because since then I've done some pretty strange shit.
Okay.
Because, like, you set up your character that way, and then the story actually happens, and you're like, you delivered that line in a way that makes me not like you.
Yeah. Like, in Mass Effect, Shepard is just the first Spectre. Like, you can't become the first Spectre. Well, yeah, you are the first Spectre. And that's the only special thing. It's like you're just a good-ass soldier.
Well, he's not even the first Spectre, actually, think about it.
No, like the human Spectre.
Yeah, but Anderson was considered for it, and then he failed.
Oh, yeah.
So he wasn't even, like, the first, really special guy.
But the first accepted one.
Yeah. But then was he really accepted, or was he necessitated to, like, be the first Spectre?
Well, he probably they just hand-fisted him in, so that... Well, we need to give humans a leg up because they got a pretty sizable army at this point in the Navy.
So, like, he wasn't even that exceptional. He was just kind of, like,
there.
politicked it in.
Exactly, so it's, like...
If you
just
roll.
Well, not a special guy, but...
Basically, he was just there at the right time.
Yeah, exactly, like
He
someone like...
was the Donald Trump of that universe.
Essentially, yes.
Also go hard right because they forget about that flank.
I'm playing Assault, I'm just aiming to die. Screw the
So,
Empire.
like in Pillars of Eternity 1, I don't like it because immediately you're like... Your soul left your body and therefore you become a watcher because you've seen the other side for a little bit. And therefore you can't grab people's souls and find out about them or their previous lives.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, okay.
But then, like, there is a... You're going too far, right? There is a point for, like, saying that these people do need to be special because otherwise why would they be able to save the world?
Well, it's like Jedi in KOTOR and whatnot. You're just a Jedi.
Yeah.
And that's all that's special about you.
But that's a pretty special thing.
Yeah, that's sure, but
that
that makes the most sense in the Star Wars story anyway.
Yeah.
Something had to make sense in this story.
But, like, if every single story was just like, oh, there's a random scrub who's saving the world, it's like, well, anyone can do it then. It's not that special a thing, is it?
Sure.
But if you do have a special ability, like, it does make sense that you'd be the one doing it. In terms of, like, if there's a key that needs unlocking and you happen to be the key or something.
Yeah, I don't like those kind of things.
Yeah,
you are special because you were born special.
You like earning your special?
Yes.
Okay, that's fair enough. I think that's just...
I think that's more...
That's more of a life view, really, isn't it?
Well, a little bit.
Yeah.
To be fair, that's like a book. You know, no, you guys don't read, but
what?
The Wheel of Time books. You've got basic scrub guys taken. They're just chosen by like the wheel, basically.
Right.
And they're basically reborn heroes, but they don't know it. They are just basic scrubs at this point, and they're like, why me? And you get all the angstiness of, I don't want to be a hero. I just want to be me with like this thing. And then,
could you imagine like anime protagonists going around and like, no, I don't want to go with the story. I'm going to ignore it the hardest way I can, and then everyone's just trying to drag him into the story anyway.
I'm pretty sure that's Samurai Champloo.
No, don't think so.
Like, those two avoid the story. They literally, like, that series is basically
they get the shenanigans along the way, and that's not really finding the main plot, because they eventually do get to the plot line.
Yeah, in literally the last episode, though. Like, there's nothing, and then suddenly, boom, episode.
I was just thinking
those
last 4
those
episodes.
filler episodes only happen because they're searching for their end goal anyway.
Yeah, okay. I mean, ish. I mean, like, she literally, the only information she gives them is there's a samurai who smells of sunflowers, and they're like, okay, let's go. And you know they're just like, we'll just keep walking until this girl leaves.
I'm just going to sniff everyone I see.
Sunflowers don't even have a scent. Like, that's one of the points they bring up is like, they don't even smell. Like, but, any other news? Why are you looking this up?
We might be talking about it.
We might be talking about it.
We might be talking about it.
Alright, shall we talk about it?
Well,
What are we talking about?
30k legions.
Yeah.
So we'll start with the 20th because Alpha Legion new models in...
Best thing about Alpha Legion being the 20th,
Yeah.
it's a double cross.
Yeah, true.
I love that.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, yeah.
Hey, Roman numerals, double cross. It's awesome.
Yeah,
That's actually, if they thought of that, that's really genius.
I think they do.
That's very clever.
Yeah.
I would never. I don't have a brain that works like that. So that's
Sure.
very
You don't have a brain.
What?
See?
So it's a little bit. I don't know if it's worth talking. Well, we're going to talk about it.
Don't know if it's worth talking about the alpha.
But yeah, because they're going to get new rules in the new book, aren't they?
Feel free to
Potentially
cancel.
not new rules. They might just update headhunters because they're pointless.
Oh yeah, true. On Larnians, but they do have impeccable advance, which is useful.
Yeah.
I'm not going to be involved in much in this segment. Let me play.
But yeah, they're the sneaky betrayal guys of the
Yeah.
legions.
They're the secret police version of
Oh yeah, that's what they're supposed to be.
Speth Marines.
Yeah.
One sec. Is your name Boiling Edward on this? Why is it Boiling Edward?
Because my dad, when we first got the Xbox up north, my dad bought it for Edward for Christmas and set up the account for him. That's why it will say, "Hello, Adrian," to a Boiling Edward account owned by Matthew.
Okay.
Sure.
Right. Carry on.
So what's fun about Alpha Legion is because they can choose their rules most of the time.
They get special rules they can pick per mission.
So scout, infiltrate, tank, hunters, counterattack, move through cover, or adamantium will.
Which is pretty fantastic when you think about it, especially for tournaments.
Oh
With tournaments, you have to design your list, send it in, and then you can't change your list.
Yeah, you can adapt to it this way.
Yeah, whereas that you adapt per mission, so you can tailor your list without being a dick.
Yeah, you're just playing the list.
Yeah.
Well, the army anyway. It's fun in combination with veterans because then you get the 2 rules
Yeah.
that you can combo.
Wombo combo
Yeah.
with the twins.
Only problem is that if they destroy more, if you get beaten, well, if you suffer more units being destroyed, the enemy gets +1 victory point.
Yeah. Which can gut you if you do like Pride of the Legion,
Yeah.
because then they get extra anyway. And yeah, to be fair, if you did Pride of the Legion with an Imperial agent, one of the Errant Knights, and with that rule, you could give your opponent like 7 victory points, something brutal like that.
Yeah, sure. They got 2 rights of war, which is the cost of Hydra, which I just like using just to get that special unit from different armies.
Yeah. I still remember that first time Korax had ever died was me being stupid, forgetting I was going to get charged by some Fire Drake Terminators from an Alpha Legion army, and Korax dying a rather horrible death to Thunderhammers. Which I'm not bitter about at all.
They also get +1 to going first or reroll for siege the initiative.
Yeah.
It's probably the first turn is more useful because it's +1 rather than having a 1 out of 12 chance of getting in.
Yeah. It's also really cool because obviously if you do decide to scout or infiltrate, you can definitely want that first turn.
It's actually 1 out of 36 actually, but anyway.
Yeah. So
Because math. But it's -1 to enemy reserves, which is useful.
yeah, that one's horrible.
Yeah. 4 up. Or was it 5 up? Yeah. I'm thinking of bloody 8th ed.
Yeah.
You have to take 1 additional compulsory troop choice though to run it.
Troop choices aren't bad in 3rd kid.
Well, no, not really, but it's like a tax to take this army.
Well, all Riot Wars have 8 tags on it.
Yeah. Only thing also is you probably have to take infiltrate as your choice of mutatable tactics.
Yeah.
Because you have to have everyone in the army has to have deep strike, infiltrate, or dedicated transport.
Yeah.
And then you need 1 console. You can only have 1 console, which is the vigilator. Oh, you can have only 1 console, or you can have a bunch of vigilators.
Yeah.
We can only have 1 console.
That's the same as the Raven Guard.
Oh yeah.
One, which tends to put me off using that one. But
Yeah.
we'll get to that
When we get there.
the next week.
Well, a couple of episodes into it.
Yeah.
We also go. You cannot also take fortifications or Allied Legion detachments.
Yeah. Which, to be fair, makes sense for Alpha Legion because they didn't really fortify.
Well, no,
positions.
but they're like you don't really tell anyone when they're doing things.
Yeah.
When they strike, they usually do it when they got everything set up.
Especially when you look at them in the fluff, they tend to do something. Everyone then shows up for a fight and finds everyone dead.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, what happened here?
Yeah, like that with Dorn, where they go to the leader's area or throne room or whatever it's called, and there's like Alfarius there with two guys, and I'm like, okay, we've done it.
Yeah. That was a good book.
Yeah, sure.
Hey, the spoilers, but Alfarius gets his head caved in. Finally.
Or is it? Anyway, the other Rite of War, which is Headhunter Leviathan, you can take Headhunters as compulsory troops. But the problem is Headhunters aren't that great.
Yeah, Headhunters were good. Well, they were alright because of the special ammunition and stuff.
Yeah.
And they've got some nice models. The scaled armour and stuff from Forge World makes it look cool. But then Seekers got their special Scorpius ammunition. Or whichever armor it is.
They're cheaper and...
Yeah, they're cheaper and they have Strength 5 AP2 shredding ammo.
Yeah.
Which is
much
perfect.
more useful, yeah.
And they get preferred enemy against them.
Oh, yeah. You get to choose one. If primary detachment is using this Rite of War, you can reroll the dice to see who gets first turn. Importantly, and then... yeah. If you have Alfarius in with that, so you get on a 4-up.
Yeah.
So you've got 2 chances of doing that. So that's pretty good chances. 1.5.
Yeah. To be fair, getting first turn with Alpha Legion is... It's one of those things, it's like... Again, Raven God.
Yeah.
If you infiltrate, you want first turn. Otherwise, you're too close and you're going to get smashed.
False flags, which is you have to declare when an enemy declares a ranged attack against an Alpha Legion unit in the first turn, they have to take a leadership test, or they can shoot.
Yeah, that is cool. That would be brutal against Solar Auxiliary and Militia.
Oh, yeah.
Especially considering the amount of firepower they can chuck out.
Bad thing about the Rite of War, though, is if you fail to kill the Warlord, your enemy gets D3 victory points.
Yeah. Which would suck if they have one of the tough Primarchs.
And all vehicles have to start in reserve.
That, lesser problem, I don't really use vehicles in 30k much.
No, I don't either.
Yeah.
It's like 1 or 2 these days. And you cannot take allies of any kind. But fortifications are fine, apparently.
I'm going to ally with this AI that controls this building.
Yep. So their unique war gear is bolter rounds that get on a 6 become AP3.
And that's the bit that needs to be changed. Because that's what makes Headhunters special, was taking them.
Yeah.
Which Headhunters with AP3 rounds are just
inferior. You just get veterans with sniper.
Yeah.
You do get power daggers, which is strength -1, AP3 and rending. And it's for 5 points, which is nice. So you usually would take is take 2 specialist weapons, or just 1 specialist weapon, take a power dagger for the +1 attack.
Yeah. So it's a cheap way to sort of double up lightning claws.
Yeah. Ren Spheres, which is giving your guy Hammer of Wrath attack.
Yeah, it can be useful on a big squad.
Yeah. Or it's a strength 3 AP dash blast.
Yeah.
But
to be fair, if that was one of the... If you could get that on like one character that applies to the squad.
Yeah.
I don't know if it does, but then you could
it doesn't.
That's only cool if you could for like a 20-man tactical squad doing 20 Hammer of Wrath.
It would be nice. But yeah, I could only give it to like... The one that comes to mind is the Harrower in the Larnian Terminator squad.
Yeah.
Anyway, their relic weapon, which is a virus pistol, strength 5, AP4, poisoned, rending shot, causes casualties from the weapon to take a toughness test for the rest of the game, and each time it fails it, take automatic wound with no saves of any kind.
Yeah, which is great for like trying to hunt down characters, or like a Primarch.
Yeah.
But you got to hurt them first.
True.
But it's just not as good as the Grey Goo Gun. The Nano Blaster.
Yeah, true. But it would be nice to give this to a Moritat.
Yeah. But I still think the Goo Gun's better.
Well, yeah, it is. I haven't really seen anyone using relics that much in games.
Well, yeah, they you can only use them if your opponent agrees.
Oh, yeah.
And they're usually banned from tournaments because they're pretty freaking strong.
Sure.
Because, like, yeah, if you put the Nanite Blaster on a Moritat,
yeah,
you can turn 1, wipe out your opponent if you get lucky.
Yeah.
So,
you wanted to say something, Jared?
I was just going to say that that relic weapon seemed pretty good for if you've got a Death Star unit.
Yeah.
But I don't know what the Grey Goo Gun does. So
Grey Goo Gun is a Strength 5 AP2 shot that wounds on a 3.
right.
And if you kill your target, which you probably will, then they explode on a 4+, and you put the large blast template over their head, and every model underneath takes a Strength 5 poisoned AP2 hit. And if they die, you put the template over their head on a 4+, and they explode, doing a hit to every model on the template.
Yeah.
Okay.
So if you've got squads near each other, you can just conga line that down the
See,
arm.
that sounds better for hordes, while that one sounds better for like, you're bringing like a really strong Death Star unit. I'm going to slowly whittle you down.
True, that is really good for like trying to deal with Primarchs and stuff. But with the Goo Gun, say they're in like a non-Terminator squad, or even if they are, you fire that. If you do enough to kill a model, then it hits everyone again. So you could potentially get like a load of hits on the Primarch with that. So that could be entertaining.
Yeah.
Talking about their special units, you got the Headhunter, which we've already kind of gone over and saying they're not that great.
Yeah, they are probably going to be getting a rework in Malevolence.
Yeah, it would be nice. Larnian Terminators, which is the Terminator squad, because everyone gets a unique Terminator squad these days.
Yeah. Except Raven Guard.
Oh yeah.
You should not be using Terminator armor.
Yeah. We've got other stuff.
Well, the only thing that's unique about them is they come out with power axes and Volkite chargers, weapon skill 5, scoring with stubborn,
Yeah.
and their leader gets 3 attacks.
You said that like that was a bad thing.
No, I think they're good Terminators. It's just, are they worth the points? Because you can give that loadout to normal Terminators. You're really just paying for the weapon skill 5 and stubborn.
It is 5 points to give them power fists, so
Yeah.
as I've done with my conversions. But with the new models coming out, I probably just get 5 of them just for funsies.
And
I haven't really been giving my Alpha Legion that much love these days.
Yeah, you maybe focus on. Actually, I don't even know which Legion you do focus on these days.
I don't know, it's been kind of up in the air these days.
Yeah.
Mechanicum.
Well, I have to finish painting them.
I still need to fight your Admech.
Oh yeah.
You have in Zone Mortalis.
Yeah, that one time.
That wasn't his Admech. That was a bunch of Thralls with 2 Castellax on a fight the big robots.
Yeah.
Also, not with my Custodians because that's just me. I think from now on, when I use my Custodes, I'm going to do it with a minus onto my points. Because that's what they tend to do for tournaments now, because it balances it out.
Right.
Ollie in the background is cheering because he has bad luck against my Golden Boys, with his White Scars deciding to charge them every game.
Same thing happened with my Sons of Horus full Justarian list.
Oh yeah, that was funny.
Yeah.
I had Abaddon versus Valdor. Abaddon actually survived 2 turns.
Talking about Saboteurs, which is the unique
Pricks.
console unit for Alpha Legion.
Yeah, they're really quite good.
Yeah, they got a stronger sabotage attack than Vigilators, which is so they get the 3 strength 6 AP3 hits, or they get an automatic penetrating hit with AP2 against vehicles.
Yeah.
So if you have the special character Armillus,
Yeah,
Armillus?
Armless.
Anyway, Dynat, he adds +1 to vehicle penetration chart,
Yeah.
which is nice.
So you get basically a third of a chance to blow it up.
Yeah.
But the bit that's really nice is if you are using relics, you can
Right.
take the one that just allows you to choose a dice roll to be a 6.
Oh yeah.
So you can just instantly blow up a vehicle.
Didn't realize it was AP3 D6 hits.
Yeah.
It's very nice. Get rid of a unit with AP3 armor. Anything else about it that's interesting?
Main bonus about the Saboteur is he doesn't have to do that at the start of the game, does he? Like the Vigilator.
No.
Because
Stop shooting the Ewoks, dude.
whilst getting
shite.
whilst getting first blood in the deployment phase is
Okay, I'll
hilarious.
stop shooting them.
It's quite tricky.
Can't seem to stop.
The trigger's stuck.
It's got precision shots as well, which is alright. He has to be deployed in reserves, which is like fair enough, and cannot join any unit.
There's a lot of that going around these days.
Yeah.
It's almost like characters joining units is OP.
Well, it's not though, because they don't provide like rerolls and stuff, which you get in 8th. It's just here's my character. He's slightly safer in a unit unless you have the large amount of like seekers to pick him out and kill him.
So let's talk about Dynat, because he's the only other one of the 2 special characters.
He is a pretty ass model.
Yeah.
The dude who everybody thought was Alfarius.
No, yeah. Well, you think so, but everyone looks like Alfarius, so yeah. So he's got 4 wounds, which is a little bit one more than usual for Praetors.
Praetors usually have 3.
Yeah. He Well, let me see what he gets.
Well, the main buff he gives, because he's got a thunder hammer and a power weapon, I think.
Thunderhammer, yeah.
Yeah, the main thing he does is he's not bad in a fight, but he mainly just gives you the +1 to penetration rolls.
Also sweeping advance, apparently.
Oh, that's cool.
So,
So-
rerolls.
Yeah,
so
rerolls to that, yeah.
he's basically just a army buff model which can fight.
Yeah. Oh, but he's got weapon mastery, so he can use his power sword and thunderhammer in any combination of attacks.
Which is cool because then
Yeah.
you've got a bit more variety of what you're doing.
He's also got a venom spheres, iron halo, a phosphex bomb. I didn't realize, and a cognitive signum, which just adds +1 best skill to any unit
Yeah,
because he doesn't have any ranged weapons.
he's quite good to sort of drop in with.
That's a car.
Oh, right. I
I was wondering what the hell that was.
thought you turned the TV on the volume.
Yeah, Dynat's pretty good to sort of put in a drop pod and deep strike in with a plasma support squad,
Oh yeah.
because then they're less likely to miss, and you get all plasma hitting with your shenanigans for killing things, especially
Yeah.
against some small walkers.
Yeah. Well, or you just take a squad of metal gun guys and blow
Hunt
up
things,
stuff.
yeah. You can hunt a Spartan if they forget to put armored ceramite on it.
Yeah. Anything else interesting? Nope. Second character which doesn't have a model yet. It was Exodus, the sniper guy.
The Vindicare wannabe.
Yeah. He's got rapid shot with strength 5, AP 4, salvo 2 to 4 with rending. Or a single shot with strength 6, AP 3, heavy 1, rending, ignores cover, and lethal, so it causes 2 wounds instead of 1 when it wounds.
He is basically Alpha Legion's solution to Imperial Fists having apothecaries. You just go, you have feel no pain in your cover. Not anymore.
He gets 4 precision shots on a 4-up. So yeah, you can really pick out stuff with it.
Yeah.
Can't be Warlord and can only join reconnaissance units or headhunter units. He's got infiltrate, move through cover, acute scout, acute senses, cameo line, and it will not die.
Yeah, I think main use for him is just picking off, because he's not going to do that well against characters,
No.
but he's quite good at picking off sergeants in Artificer armor with Power Fist, or pick off that banner bearer in a unit that's giving fearless. Or
Just be
apothecary.
very far away from tactical squads or he gets gunned down by himself.
Yeah.
Happened to me once against world leaders.
Oh, it's like, look at that one prick with a gun. Fury of the Legion!
Oh, I forgot about this one because he's a Warhammer Horus Heresy weekender in 2015, which was Artilleon score. Actually got this model now. He's got Artificer armor, refractive field, and a massive crafted power axe for 125 points. You can choose any strategic warlord trait for him, and he's leadership 10, which is a little bit interesting.
Yeah. So he is actually really cool. Because,
In a low point game, anyway.
Yeah, because Mastercrafted you usually can't give to a console.
No.
And being able to pick your strategic trait is just fantastic.
Yeah. Although you can force a 6 turn, so you can get those objectives if you really need them.
Yeah.
Anything else about it?
Don't know. Alpha Legion are one of those legions that sort of came out and they're really cool, have awesome fluff, but
Yeah,
they're lacking on the tabletop
Yeah, a
because
little bit.
they haven't had any love in a while.
for a while, yeah. Like Alfarius.
Oh, Alfaris is he's almost the Lorgar of Primarchs.
Oh, yeah.
He does not do well.
Is it Lorgar, the Lorgar of Primax?
Yeah, that's why I said almost.
Oh, okay.
It would be fun if they also came out with Omegon, so they have a paired thing happening.
Lorgar, indeed.
Or have they?
Anyway, he gives everyone a preferred enemy, everything.
Yeah.
In the unit anyway. Or to
That's
everyone.
pretty sweet, to be fair.
No, it gives everyone in the Alpha Legion
Yeah,
army.
it's
Yeah.
it's army-wide, yeah.
That's the thing, he's more of a support Primarch because,
Yeah.
well, whenever I faced him, he does well buff in the army and then he dies as soon as he tries to do anything on his own.
Oh, yeah.
You kind of want to just weirdly have your Primarch sat in the back in cover, curled up in a fetal position.
Yeah, because he's doing all the strategic shit, because he's basically the ultimate strategic.
Yeah, he seizes initiative from a 4-up and grants units coming through outflank a bonus D3 movement bonus,
Which is cool,
which is nice.
especially if they're coming in on transports.
Oh, and whenever an enemy unit passes its reserve roll, and you happen to have a unit that has the exam type in reserve, roll D6, and a 4-up, it's your turn. It's your unit that comes up.
Yeah. So like, oh, you're bringing in your veteran squad in a Rhino. I'm going to bring in my veteran squad to the Rhino instead.
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
Does your opponent place it though?
No. You get to.
Oh, that's fucking genius.
This is the thing with Alpha Legion is Alpharius makes them Alpha Legion.
Yeah.
Because then you get the dicky shenanigans that they do.
Yeah, I don't see any point in fielding Alpha Legion without Alpharius.
Yeah.
Which is why I converted the model at one time, but I'm probably going to get the new model anyway. Well, it looks so much better. Anyway, he's got a 2-up save and a 4-up invulnerable, and ignores Poison and Fleshbane. Which is nice.
Yeah. It'd be better if he ignored Sniper. Because then veteran squads wouldn't pick him off so fast.
Oh yeah, but he does hide in a unit before he reveals himself at times.
Yeah, that's cool, but then you don't get the buff until he's ready.
Which is annoying.
He also has a Necron weapon, which is really
well, yeah, it's an AP1 weapon. It's the only AP1 weapon I think Primarchs have.
Yeah, it's also fantastically cool in the fluff.
Oh yeah, because he
dismantles it into like shrapnel. Spoilers for Praetorian Dawn, by the way, but you should have read it by now. He ships the shrapnel into the Imperial Palace in different places, and then he runs around it picking it up and reforms a spear.
Yeah,
it's really cool.
Why didn't you just have the spear?
Oh, because he ships himself in as a corpse.
Oh,
with no memory that he is Alpharius.
Yeah.
Oh, why was that necessary?
To trick everyone to thinking that it's not Alpharius that's infiltrating the place.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
No strength bonus for it, but it's two-handed, so he can't use his gun, which is a mastercrafted blaster, plasma blaster, which is nice. And does Alpharius have the highest weapons, best skill out of all the Primarchs?
Yes, I think he does.
Best skill 7. Best skill 7.
Yeah, he's got the highest ballistic. He's the shooty Primarch because he's got plasma blaster, right?
Yeah, mastercrafted.
Yeah.
He seems like a tank killer.
Yeah, he's fantastic against tanks with Armor Bane and AP1.
Yeah.
Which is weird, because I would not pick him as the tank killer.
Well, I think they did it because this way, not only is it kind of Necron as it just sort of phases through armor, but it also is quite cool where you can take your army of bolter bitches as with the infiltrating guys. We didn't really bring any heavy weapons.
Well, I didn't know that's just a battle variant.
Yeah. But it sort of saves them bringing heavy weapons and tanks, because with their rights of war you're less likely to do that.
Yeah.
And then you have Alpharius go around tearing Spartans a new one.
He also has an unsealed box, so deep strikers and accurate barrages all over the place.
Yeah.
And cameo line, which is giving everyone stealth and +1 in cover. But yeah, he's alright.
Yeah, I think he's not a bad Primarch, but...
Wait, his Sworn Brothers are Imperial Army?
Yeah.
Yeah, like Solar Auxilia sort of things.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
Because they
Does
don't know
that
they're
count
working
towards cults as well?
Probably.
I need to take a look again.
No, it just said...
Well, it's
Imperial
cults and
Army.
militia, so it does both. Because there isn't a army force of
It would
Imperial
make
Army.
sense too with militia and stuff with him.
Yeah,
But it might be in the update as well.
yeah.
We'll see. But anyway, that's Alpha Legion for this week. Next week, Raven Guard.
Woo!
Boo.
Oh, shut your face.
Anything else we want to talk about? Because we don't have any emails.
Boo.
Send us emails. We want to be able to...
Even if it's hate mail, we'll read it out.
Send hate mail to Jared. Jared's our complaints department. So
Sure. But anyway.
Well, I'm like all the complaints in the complaint department.
that's because everyone complains about you.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah. So anyway, write to us at bbacpodcast@gmail.com if you want emails.
That was bbacpodcast@gmail.com.
Yeah.
Sweet.
I'm not repeating it again.
No, you go on. You got this.
bbacpodcast@gmail.com.
Oh, so you got the whole like advert voice going on.
Yeah. See,
Yeah.
that's because I wasn't brought up in a silly little country.
What, Finland? What do you mean?
I was going with Wales, but Finland doesn't exist.
I find that it does.
Yeah.
Prove it.
I've been there several times. I have pictures.
You play Alpha Legion though, you could lie.
No. He's got a picture. It didn't happen. Like that was a bold claim.
They could be photoshopped.
Sure.
This is Sweden.
His hand is hovering over the stop button.
Anyway, see you guys later.
Bye.